Good morning, everyone. It is March 28th. Here is your morning news rundown. To all those who have become paid subscribers or sent one-time donations to Aaron-Parnas via Venmo, thank you so much for supporting my work and allowing me to do this full-time. Your support is tremendous, and I am truly, truly forever grateful for each and every one of you. We're going to be doing a paid subscriber only live this weekend on my Substack. I'm feeling better, so now that we can do it, so stay tuned for that. And with that, let's just jump right into it. This morning, we have some really devastating news coming out of Myanmar and Asia generally. A 7.7 magnitude earthquake has struck Myanmar and neighboring countries of Thailand and China. In Thailand, schools are closed, and in Myanmar, according to reports from the United Nations, there is, quote, significant devastation across the region. This is a region that has been hampered in recent years with internal conflict, and this earthquake today is not going to help that at all. It's actually really devastating. Number of residential buildings have collapsed, and we're really not going to know the true extent of the damage in the region for likely several days as rescue crews and the United Nations goes into Myanmar and to Thailand and to really figure out the extent of the devastation and the extent of damages. But I will continue to provide you updates. There was a 7.7 initial earthquake and a 6.4 aftershock as well. Donald Trump is continuing to target law firms, this time going after Wilmer Hale, where former special counsel Robert Mueller had worked. According to Donald Trump's latest executive order, government agencies are required to remove the firm's security clearances, restrict its access to federal buildings, and strip government contracts from companies that it represents. In addition, new polling shows that Donald Trump and this Signal Gate are really concerning the majority of Americans. According to the new YouGov poll, 74% of Americans, including 60% of Republicans, say that the Trump administration's use of the Signal chat to discuss military strikes is a, quote, serious problem. In addition, the Trump administration now plans to immediately end U.S. backed programs, according to the Washington Post, that combat child labor, forced labor, and other abuses in dozens of developing countries around the world. We also have some significant information about the special elections. I did a special report on my Substack last night about how Republicans are concerned about the special elections across the country, which is why they pulled Elise Stefanik's nomination to be the next UN ambassador. And it's true. Latest polling coming out of Florida's 6th congressional district, which is a district that Donald Trump won by nearly 30 points, has the Democrat Josh Wheel up against Randy Fine, the Republican, 3 points. This is a Tony Fabrizio poll. And if you know that pollster, that is an internal pollster for the Trump administration. This is a Republican pollster who shows the Democrat leading in Florida's 6th congressional district just now 3 or 4 days before the special election, which is being held on April 1st. It is a significant battle in Florida's 6th congressional district, one that Republicans did not expect. And as a result, they had to pull Stefanik's nomination because they didn't think that they could win her district in a special election. And her district is an R plus 10 or so, but that she won by more than 20 points. So we'll see what happens on April 1st. But there is also that major election in Wisconsin for the Wisconsin Supreme Court. That's not a special election, that's a regular election. And the Democratically backed judge, Susan Crawford, goes up against the Republican backed judge, Brad Schimel. And Susan Crawford has been supported by a number of Democrats within the state. The winner of that race will serve a 10-year term on the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Many say that the winner could decide the future of everything from gerrymandering to reproductive rights to labor rights and more for Wisconsinites. Now, significantly, we now know that Elon Musk's super PAC has spent more than $20 million or nearly $20 million in Wisconsin to try to elect Brad Schimel. And he has gone so far as to have his super PAC give out $1 million per day to a random Wisconsin voter to be their, quote, spokesperson for the super PAC to show that they are winning. It is, in a lot of ways, a lot of legal experts have called it modern day corruption. According to the Wall Street Journal, Donald Trump is warning U.S. automakers not to raise prices in response to tariffs. Tariffs are being implemented on April 2nd on quote unquote Liberation Day. These are 25% tariffs across the board on all imports of automobiles. In addition, the White House has said that Donald Trump has signed an executive order, quote, restoring truth and sanity to American history, essentially modifying what the Smithsonian museums and the federal government can have presented and essentially what they discuss when it comes to United States history. Speaking of the Signal chat, Attorney General Pam Bondi says that a probe into the Signal chat from the Justice Department is unlikely, despite the fact that the Justice Department has previously probed similar incidences. And finally, several Democratic senators are heading to Guantanamo Bay today for oversight of what is happening at Gitmo. Folks, that's all the news right now. I'm sure there'll be more news throughout the day. I'll provide it to you every step of the way. Thank you so much for your support again. We'll have our paid subscriber only live this weekend on Substack. So if you want to be a part of it, make sure to click the button below and become a paid subscriber today. And I will see you this evening for another rundown.